Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today, I just got home from work and I got to run down and do a little bit of weed eating around my driveway, and it's starting to get kind of out of control. So we're going to take our Stihl FS250R down there and put it to work, which it's not going to be much of a workout for it, but here in a few days I'm going to have some area around the driveway that's actually growing up a whole lot, because really when we cut the big oak tree down, I haven't been able to get down there and mow because of all the tree branches and the brush and all that kind of stuff. I still haven't got it all cleaned up. So it's going to be a workout for it here in a few days, and I'll get some footage of that. But this Stihl FS250R is actually, it's an old model, like it's been out for a long time, but I thought I'd still kind of feature it a little bit and show you how this thing runs. Which this weed eater is probably, I'd say, close to 10 years old. It hasn't been used a lot. It's not been, it's just like once a week type thing, trimming around the house, that kind of stuff. Nothing real heavy all the time, just occasionally heavy stuff. But since we moved to the property, it's been getting put to a pretty good workout. We do have quite a bit to weed eat. Sometimes our fence lines, that kind of stuff, we weed eat them. And then, like I say, down around our driveway, there's a fair amount down in there. And I've put this thing through the workout the last couple years. So we're going to check that out today and hopefully get our driveway cleaned up here and get the weeds cut down before it gets dark on us. that weed eater is an absolute beast. And one thing that I would recommend when you're using a weed eater, like with this much power, definitely eye protection. And actually, a whole face shield wouldn't be a bad idea, because as you can see, I mean, you get chunks of grass and stuff slung all over you. Slings all over your arms. I mean, all that stuff is typical of any weed eater, but when you're talking one like this, whenever it flings a rock out of there and it hits you, I mean, it hurts. And even some of the bigger pieces of weeds and grass and that kind of stuff, it picks up a stick and flings out of there. When it hits you, it hurts. And so if you can protect your face a little bit better, that kind of stuff, and that definitely would be a plus. But this evening, I came home from work. I had to jump in there and try to get this going, and didn't want to keep letting it go. Plus, this is where it goes down to the neighbors and stuff, and I don't like having my grown up weeds and all that stuff kind of pushed down there towards my neighbors. So I'd like to at least keep all that stuff nice and clean. Keep the entrance up through here nice and clean. Just kind of just looks better all around. But now, as you can see, I've done the steep part of the edge of the driveway, and it's a couple 100 feet, or I'd say at least 150 feet down there to where the tractor's sitting. So I've done all that side. And then I'll walk down here to where I left off on the other end. But then this side of the driveway, on the right side, I've cleared out a pretty big area, and down past the tractor. And this is where it comes into the neighbors. And I like to try to keep all this stuff cleaned up so the neighbors, you know, because my trash bin is down here, and I don't want them to have to worry about trying to take care of it. So I try to take care of that, and then the little ditch line and stuff here, and try to keep all that stuff cleaned up good. That didn't take real long to do, and I'll show you a lot of this footage in real time, because I want you to see how fast that Stihl weed eater actually runs, and how powerful it is. Because when you stick it into weeds, it doesn't bog down, and when you pull the trigger on it, it'll take off. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're in or how big it is. That thing has enough power that it'll spool up and it'll cut whatever you stick it into. But as you can see, I still have a ways to go, both sides, which a lot of this, actually over here on this side, last year I got my zero turnover in there and actually mowed that, but right now there's a bunch of debris and stuff in there from where we cut down the big oak tree. So one thing I wanted to point out too is just how quickly this weed eater spools up. You can really tell like the power of one by how quickly it responds when you pull the trigger. So I'm gonna fire it up. I'm gonna show you that. Of course, you can see a lot of it in the videos, but not one time did I actually have to run full throttle to cut any of this stuff. And I always feather the throttle because, one, it saves fuel, but two, you don't need to run it wide open all the time, because this thing is quick enough to where that it responds pretty much instantly. So let me show that to you. So you can see it's pretty quick. I mean, that thing, it's like running a powerful chainsaw, which I guess it really kind of is. Just has the shaft that runs down and powers the power head on it, or whatever, the string part of it. But as far as string trimmers go, I mean, this has got to be one of the most powerful ones. I'm really impressed with it. So guys, thanks for checking out what's going on this evening. Like I say, we're running that FS250R Stihl string trimmer, and I've still got a ways to go. It's starting to get dark on me, so I'm going to jump in there and try to get that. Thanks for going along today. If you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, watch out for the 250 subscriber giveaway, because that will be coming up, and hopefully in the near future anyways, but I think we're at about 175 or something like that right now. So we're growing, and this is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. So make sure you click that thumbs up button, subscribe, follow along with us. Thanks for watching.